You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
Greetings gamers, I'm LotusCrane, and today I'll be reviewing the Talos Principle, a first-person puzzle-solving adventure game developed by Crow Team and published by Devolver Digital. It's $40 in the Steam Store, or you can get the Gold Edition for $54.70, which contains all the DLC, including a soundtrack, I think some art, and a bit more playable content.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
And yet I'm fairly certain we are going to go there at some point. But yeah, I forgot. This game has a Metacritic score of 85, which is pretty solid. And yeah, it probably deserves that score. I haven't actually beaten this game yet. I've gone through... I think I'm at least a third through, but I went back a couple backups ago to go through puzzles that I've already cleared, so I can run through them instead of derping for like 20 minutes on one puzzle. I mean, I don't think any puzzles actually take me 20 minutes. I suppose if you're really bad at this sort of thing, it could take 20 minutes for a puzzle, but no. That should be doubtful. Trust no one. Man, this DOS-style console setup, it certainly reminds me of the old days, using Windows 3.1 or, I mean, even Windows 95, 98. Ultimately, you had to know how to run things through MS-DOS. Two plus C equals, pretty sure that's 4. What best describes a person? Based on the actual themes of this game, I guess it's a problem-solving system. Because you can see from these fingers, we're not exactly human. Well, there's no escaping Jeff Goldblum. He's even appearing in the next Thor movie. I mean, you could probably get through this game not reading the story and lore from all these terminals. And I'm kind of skipping through because, I mean, A, spoilers, and B, you're probably not watching this video to see me reading through all of these text consoles.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
That day I oft remember, when from sleep I first awaked. Wait. Oh. I guess because it's a poem, they don't have to be grammatically correct. It just needs to... sound nice, have a certain flow. Alright, on to actual puzzles. But in the meantime, so this game has a lot of philosophical themes, both in the game. Oh crap! Wow, that was almost embarrassing. Alright. Alright, should I wait for it to go back to that corner? Yeah, that seems to be better. So if I had to describe this game, I would say it's like, it reminds me of like 60% Portal, 20% Soma, though that's less the gameplay. Oh, and more the existential philosophy. And I did this puzzle a while ago, but I've kind of forgotten, so I'm gonna have to think about this for a moment. Alright. Okay. Part of the problem is it's really difficult for me to...
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
But yeah, it's hard for me to think about what I should be saying during this video and actually solving these puzzles at the same time. I guess I can't handle that many parallel processes. Processes? Let's see. Do I only have one jammer? So yeah, solving these puzzles involves finding jammers, sometimes keys, knowing the right order in which to manipulate objects without dying. Well, actually, so dying in this game is not as, like, grim or traumatic as, Oh, okay. I remember now. Alright, safe on that side. Once I hit the power switch, this turret's gonna go online and it's gonna shoot me, unless it is already being jammed. And now these two, sensing each other, will, yep. Not terribly intelligent for... I don't know. I wonder if these even rise to the level of AI. But yeah, I was saying this game reminds me of like 60% Portal, 20% Soma, and 10% Tetris, and you'll see what I mean when we get to that part. There's probably something else. Let me see what these signs say. Someone is running around magically updating these signs. Oh, wait. Is it this way? Where's the entrance? Okay. There we go. Hall of Windows. Some of the names of these challenges are actually pretty amusing. Okay. Yep, okay, right. I can't bring that through. Oh wait, I remember now. Oh wait, okay. So you have a limited number of jammers to work with, so sometimes you have to be a little redundant. Okay. There we go. But yeah, so this game, themes are existential philosophy. I cannot speak. I can't play and talk at the same time. That's pretty sad. I think that's all of them for this zone. Nope, not that great at jumping. That would probably make some of the puzzles easier if you could just jump over things instead of having to actually go through the correct doors. Is that all of them? Except a star, which I haven't figured out how to get that one yet. I've only managed to get 1 star so far on my other save file. I think the one I found was one of the ones here, since one of them's actually not that difficult to get to. But for those of you who have been watching some of my other playthroughs or reviews, I played Soma a while ago. Sure, why not? I mean, that is what sentient AI is going to be. This is where I'm going to be accused of being somehow anti-democratic. Which, I mean, I hope is further from... Which couldn't be further from the truth, I hope, but... I mean, this goes to, like, some of my philosophical views, like, I'm a fan of Plato and Hobbes. It's either inherent or it's created, not so much discovered. I mean, no. People are given an unfair distribution of talents. Or rather, for a person to deserve the talents that they were born with, they need to put that into service of others. Liberty, yes. License, no. And the word comes into conflict with the safety and dignity of others. Nope, disagree. More so than being discovered, yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, this game reminds me a lot of Soma. A little bit in the gameplay, but mostly because of the philosophical themes about what it means to be human and like the future of existence and civilization after some disaster, probably. And I find it fascinating that this mentions Talos Unit, formerly Soma. This game was done by like an entirely different creative team, a different developer, different publisher, than Soma was. Soma was Frictional Games, if I remember correctly. But the fact that they both ask questions about the future of sentience and civilization and whatnot. Actually, so for me, like, my weird fan theory or headcanon, which I haven't found too many people online who agree with it, so I guess it's just me at this point. Oh, crap. No, that's not it. Alright, there are some keys. But yeah, my headcanon for this game is that Soma and the Talos Principle actually exist in the same universe. That the archives I keep talking about might be the arc that we launched at the end of Soma. Or, I mean, maybe they're actually competing or differing projects for ensuring the continuity of human civilization, or at least human thought. Where's the door? Oh, here it is. I totally overshot it. There we go, that's better. So we cannot safely take that jammer. This would immediately detonate. Okay. And we can't really waste jammers on these. As long as we watch their patrol pattern, it's not too difficult to walk around them. Wait, oh, never mind. I put both the jammers on the same turret. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I suppose in real life, such as it is, if humanity was facing down the possibility of extinction, there would probably be multiple governments and multiple corporations undertaking projects to try and preserve human civilization in some form, if not biological, then technological. Let's see. Alright, which means we can use this for that instead. Alright, we have all 3 pieces of that. That'll be used for something later. But yeah, the music in this game is quite lovely. So I said that just because it's a first-person puzzle-solving adventure game, that I feel like this is like 60. Wow, I cannot speak. 60% Portal. I mean, clearly this game isn't as like comedic or irreverent as Portal, and certainly there are certain types of puzzles that can't really be done in the Talos Principle, just because you don't have the portal gun, which presented opportunities for some really interesting. Okay. And they're going to have an unfortunate accident. And now we have 3 of these. Oh, never mind. Silly me. Sure, let's get one of those as well. And this one. Ooh. Well, look at that. It's a ghostly other me running around. I wonder if those are just completely random, or if those were like the people who play tested the alpha versions of this game, or if this is actually synchronized to my friends who have played this game. Oh, I remember this one. So this was actually the first puzzle that really stumped me. So much so that I may have actually had to look at someone else's tutorial on how to clear this one, and I'll show you what I mean in a moment. So, oh, whoops. So I need a key, I run around, I see that there's a barrier there, so I would think, hey, I need another jammer, right? Except there are no other jammers. So then, how do we bring that jammer through this barrier? And the question, and the answer is, you just leave the jammer close enough to this ledge that we can pick it up from there. And yeah, that part actually, I was running around for quite a few minutes. Not 20 minutes, maybe 5 minutes trying to find another jammer before I was like, you know what am I missing here? Oh, and so again, we only have one jammer, right? So, what to do? Okay. It had not occurred. Oh, whoops, never mind. I'm gonna be blown up if I do it there. It had not occurred to me that some of these drones had such a long pattern. But some of them do. And there we go. Whoop. Silly me. Alright, is that it for this area? So yeah, you can imagine that these puzzles were a little more challenging the first time. And okay, all the signs are X'd out, which means... Oh, what? Do you want to talk to me? Oh. Due to outstanding notes on your account, and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. Reminds me of having to fill in those reCAPTCHA, read these letters, or solve this minor problem to confirm payment on an order or access a website or whatnot. Alright, so I was saying Tetris, right? There we go. Oops, hold on. My bad. And there's a 10% of the game that's like Tetris.
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know. That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
Oh, and look! It's 4 lines! Tetris! Oh, whoops.
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to you. Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind. But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
I'm fairly certain we're to ascend the Great Tower. Anyway, I think this is far enough. This has been the Talos Principle. LotusCrane approved. This game does not scare the crap out of me as much as Soma did, so that's a relief. It's not as like, haha, like laugh out loud funny as Portal, but I mean, if you like kind of having a serious philosophical lesson, but like not actually signing up for a philosophy course at the local college or whatnot, then yeah, this'll do it. A little puzzle solving for that side of the brain and a little bit of philosophy for the other side of the brain. Yeah, this will probably make you a smarter person, probably. If you like this video, please remember to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. I'm LotusCrane, signing off.